two pretty decent teams in the Pacific Division. San Francisco Shook went up against Excel recently. It was a pretty good showing for them. They were kind of an underdog, but they were able to take map 1, and they were able to make a couple other maps close. So it's gonna be interesting to see what they can do against the Fried here. Fried, yeah.
We've seen a lot of really good showings from the San Francisco Shook recently, making it out of our play-ins bracket. And the Dallas Fried, I think, lost their first game against the Toronto Deviant 3-1. So I think we're sending it over to the analyst desk for a quick prediction, and then we'll be right back with you.
All right. So hi, my name is Joey Bologna, and this is Zetsi.
Hello.
So, what do you think is gonna happen here, Zetsi?
Honestly, I'm kind of leaning towards Dallas Fried to win this one, but I think it'd be like a 3-1 match. Hopefully not a 3-2, because last night was a 3-2 match, and I'm kind of tired of it.
That was stressful for me, but I think the complete opposite. I think that Shook has a really high chance of pulling this off. I think that they, I've seen some very good things coming from them. I've heard a lot of good things about them too, so I believe they can do really well here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have very high expectations for Fried though, because I mean they have Lenu, who I honestly think is a really good DPS, and same with Papa Smurf, who is also a really good tank.
All right. I do agree with that. I've seen Papa Smurf do some really good things as tank. I don't know, just for me, I feel like I've heard a lot of good coordination and stuff like that coming from Shook, and a lot of really interesting things. A lot of interesting things come from that team, and I want to see. I hope to see a lot of surprises come.
We're gonna go back to our casters now.
Yeah. All right. Here they go.
Alrighty, welcome back. You're with me and Big Boss again. What are your predictions for this game? I forgot to go over it.
I heard something interesting. I heard Fried beating Shook 3-1. I like these two teams quite a bit. Pretty close with the owners of these teams. But I'm gonna have to lean towards Shook just because of what I've seen in recent games. The Toronto Fried game was very, one-sided. Where the Shook Excel game, I feel, was a bit closer, and in another universe, Shook could have won it. So I feel like there's kind of a difference in the previous match, even though they were both losses.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to agree. They get mad at me usually when I predict them to lose, and then that helps them win. But I actually do have to predict them winning here. I really think they're gonna take a really convincing victory here and move on to our second round of the losers bracket.
So yeah, with that, we're going into Ilios first. Quick little note: if you scroll down right now, you can see a little.
Now arriving at Ilios.
You can see a poll voting for your MVP of the season, the regular season. Make sure to vote. We got 6 nominees, all great players. Yeah.
Match.
Alrighty. So getting in here, we're gonna be starting here on Ilios Well. What comps do you think we're gonna see coming out?
Ilios Well. Ilios Well is an interesting map because you see a lot of stuff. You see a lot of Orisa Hog. Sometimes you see Double Shield. You see Dive. There's really no. I don't have a solid prediction for this. I'm gonna have to guess Shook is gonna be on Dive because they did that yesterday, where they attempted to run Dive in the beginning of these maps. And then yeah, so they're gonna go Dive, and looks like Fried is going Double Shield here.
Yeah, and it looks like we're gonna see Saja on the side of the San Francisco Shook going for the Pharah. Maybe we might see some fun pharmacy, and then you have to see. Look, with the Dallas Fried, we have Toad on the Torbjorn. Be very exciting to see if he can whip that out for us.
Okay, getting into it here. Yeah, no swaps. Looks like this is gonna be it. We're running the Torb.
Alrighty.
Mini Pwn. Oh, just speed boosting. We'll swap to the Mercy for the pharmacy. And yeah, getting into it. Shook's gonna take right side of point. Saya raining down rockets onto the shield. Leva jumps in with Epic Shook. They will get. Oh, Toad will pick up Leva in return. Jackson born with a punch up to Toad. And
yeah, looks like Epic Shock just rolling in here. getting his
Yeah,
much
Shook's
value
forcing the
he can on
aggression.
his Wrecking Ball. Papa Smurf's just holding his own on.
Yeah, Papa Smurf gonna try to contest here. Saya's still running. No, there's no solution to Saya yet. They're just rolling in. Rolling in with the.
Really struggling to hit these shots onto the Pharah.
Yeah. Turret's gonna be left alone. Saya 66% to ult already. 67 now.
Yeah, so hopefully we will be seeing swaps coming out here from the Dallas Fried. Try to combat this Pharmacy and the Doomfist. Maybe some subs, maybe no more Torbjorn. I hope not, but probably will be the best for Fried if they're looking to win this here.
Saya will finally take out the turret by Toad. But yeah, Fried are playing it really slow here. Epic Shrek playing the backline, gonna hope to get aggressive here. Lave on the front. Looks like he got his, yeah. They jump in, then put the nano into the Winston. Winston going in, shocking, shocks waving to Saya from above.
Yeah, very interesting play there. We just see Epic Shock rolling in, slamming in, and Saja is just able to rain hell from above. And now we have a lot of ultimates coming up here from the side of the Shook, and not that many to combat that from the Fraud.
It's gonna be interesting to see what Fried are gonna do here to return. They have the High Noon, gonna hope to get both Pharah and Mercy in that. Rock goes up, gonna miss. Saya still raining damage from above. Papa Smurf will make his way to point with Toad, but Leva, we're pushing the aggression. Epic Shock on his ass. Papa Smurf in the backline alone, and yeah, they're getting split, man. Straight in the middle.
Just the minefield coming out from Epic Shock right into the entrance of Point. The entire Dallas Fried team was just all split apart. They were in two separate units, and Shock was just able to capitalize on that and win another fight. And now it's the last fight territory for Fried. They will have almost a 6-pack. We'll see if they can capitalize on it.
Fancy Sheep gonna try to they're gonna be able to touch Point. Looks like Sigma is coming up. Saya picks up Anarchy with the barrage.
And they forgot to touch Point. Going to the San Francisco Shook.
So casual, and they forgot to touch Point. Yes, that is the objective of this game mode, and it looks like Fried kind of forgot that.
Yeah, really unfortunate. I don't even think Fried used a single ultimate that round. I think they were saving up for the 6-tack and then just forgot to touch Point in that last fight, sadly. Kind of a Pega, but it's okay. We'll see how they fare here coming in on Ruins. Gonna be seeing a Widowmaker from the side of Jackson Bourne. And maybe we'll see one from Dallas Fried. Not seeing one yet, but hopefully we can get those spicy Widow duels.
Oh, there we go. The McCree Widow from the side of Fried. I think the May here is just superior because you have so much more, point control with it.
Alrighty.
Anarchy grapples, misses the first shot. And yeah, pushing in here.
Let's up the tempo.
Not gonna see much. Leva holding a shield up. Gonna be the one to touch, mid of Point first. Yeah, Epic Shock pushes the aggression. We'll get shut down. Yeah, Epic gonna get demeched early. That's pretty bad.
Yeah, a little bit of an over-aggressive play. We'll see if they can capitalize on it on the side of the Fried.
Leva fire strike going through. Papa Smurf will go for the pin. We'll get denied by Saya though. Anseed will fall, and looks like that's probably gonna be a fight win for Fried. Pretty immediate,
Yeah, they were just really able to capitalize on the no diva on the side for the San Francisco Shook. I think just Epic Shock, probably just a miscommunication. Went in without his team. It happens. We'll see how they go here on second fight with Jackson Bourne sitting up on top, getting doped by Fancy Sheep.
Sleep goes through into Leva, gonna deny their push just a smidge longer.
Taking a nap.
Yeah, napping on the job. Jackson Bourne Anarchy still going on this 1v1. Leva gonna initiate, fire strike eaten. And they're just kind of sitting in front of Point, not pushing. Letting Anarchy take pot shots at them. The Shadow comes in, gonna get blocked by Leva, but Leva will go down to Fancy Sheep, and Sai will take the same fate, falling to Toad.
Yeah, Saja was also really pushed up. He was on Point, and the rest of Shook was still sitting in the choke. Yeah, they blocked the Shadow from Papa Smurf, but they were just split off again.
This is just the reverse, dude.
Yeah, the ult's coming for the Fried. They're gonna have a lot of things coming up here. Almost 4 ults for this next fight. And Shook, they'll have a few, but not nearly as much.
I don't know if they're not as skilled on this comp as they were on the dive, but it's kind of a reverse of what we saw last round. It's just complete dominance from Fried now. Gotta feel good about that coming back.
Sight's coming out from both sides here.
Yeah, Anarchy gonna find Jacksonborn, and that's the signal. Fried gonna push back in. Bomb comes out. We'll catch nothing. High noon from Toad. Catches Lave. That's pretty big. Nano goes on to Papa, and they're gonna win this fight again.
Yeah, just a back and forth with Mallard picking off Anarchy, but I think this will be the end for Shook. We see a Blizzard coming on point from Saja.
Dark Mallard will get 2 there, but Papa Smurf and Fancy Sheep both frozen on point. Gonna hope they can contest. Jacksonborn playing careful here. Never mind, we'll punch Papa Smurf.
The tanks here for Fried were just sitting alone, and just a back and forth, and Shook got the best of them. And now we're going to be seeing San Francisco Shook taking this with Dallas Fried with 99%. One more fight, and we'll be seeing a third map.
Yeah, you look at ults here.
Looks like we're going to be having a pause coming in here.
Oh, time for some pee.
So yeah, that last fight there, we were just a constant back and forth, and somehow Shook were able to get the better of it. Some sloppy ult usage, like a little bit of a sloppy Blizzard, but all in all, they were able to get that. They were able to win that fight out.
Yeah. But looking on the side of ults here, you used Blizzard, I believe you used Bomb, but you have these ults back. You have the Shatter for Leva, you got the Bomb again. You got both your support ults. Shook in a really good position to just keep holding this now.
Yeah, for sure. I really think they really can. Dallas Fried really did struggle to retake that point on well, so maybe just the Shook's defense will be really strong here, and they'll be able to pull out this first map.
So yeah, we are having a pause right now. Unknown issue currently. It is on the side of the Shook though. Gonna hope no one disconnects, because if you lose that one player, if you have that disconnect, you could potentially just immediately get rolled back, and the point would be taken by Fried.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, both teams are ready.
Yeah, just a little bit of lag problems coming out. Should be getting back underway here in a second.
Okay, we're gonna be starting then. Leva, fire alarm apparently went off. You know, you play through that. You just play through that.
Yeah.
Here he is. Anarchy on the high ground here, trying to take a shot. Shook don't have the return Widow anymore, because Jacksonborn had to swap to this Tracer in order to get the point. Leva will get slapped down. Papa Smurf goes for the charge, will get counterpinned, and Fancy Sheep here to assist him. But the team kind of slow on the rotate. Epic Shock with the bomb. We'll get 2, the Mech and Toad. And yeah, that's the Nano going through onto Leva. That's going to be the fight win.
Yes, it was very interesting there. When Dallas Fried pushed here on that right side, it's actually where the Ana for the side of the Shook, Dark Mallard, was sitting. And they didn't see him. If they Ana, they could have won that fight if they had just looked at the Ana. Somehow the peel for Epic Shock was able to get Dark Mallard out, and we're going to be seeing another fight here.
Yeah, Anarchy falling low, will get healed up. But, you'll hope to get a big shatter here if you're Leva. Papa Smurf gonna miss his anti onto him, falling very low, gonna have to play back. This is Fried's time to push. We'll get boot back. Pulse onto Toad, we'll take him out. And there's the shatter onto the Reinhardt.
Yeah,
will be enough to follow up.
Good string of bolts there for the San Francisco Shook. We had a stick coming out on Toad, and then obviously that massive shatter. And this is last fight territory for Dallas Fried. I mean, they will have 5 ultimates here to combat the Shook's 2 or 3, but we'll see if they can touch point this time. Sights will be coming out for Anarchy.
You got the Blizzard here on the side of Sia, and you're gonna be able to follow that up with the bomb. Here's the attack bomb. Almost gets Dark Mallard. The High Noon coming out won't find anything.
The big freeze, but the big
huge freeze. We'll have Toad meet his demise. Wavy in the backline will also fall. Mini Pone though gets return killed, and the bomb will find nothing. This could be an Anarchy with a headshot of the Jacksonborn. This could be the turning point for the Fried.
Yeah, it looks like it's just Fancy Sheep on point now, and it looks like this is the end for Dallas Fried. Toad gets walled off a point, and that will be 1-0 for the side of the Shook. I think just small mistakes there for the Dallas Fried really hindered their performance. I mean, just like not touching point there
Mhm.
on Ilios well, just like missed ult usage. Papa Smurf did throw away a couple of shatters into Leva's shield, but they have a lot of things to work on. They just fix out their kinks and it did look pretty strong on Ruins.
Yeah, definitely interesting showing. What do you think it more was though? But between these two, do you think it was more Dallas Fried faltering or Shook playing well?
I honestly think it was just Shook being able to capitalize on Dallas Fried's mistakes. Honestly, they were able to split Fried and they capitalized on it. They were able to keep Fried off point and they capitalized on it. They were able to shut down Anarchy on that Widow and obviously they capitalized on it. It's like really small mistakes for Fried, but Shook was still able to point that out and to capitalize on them and taking that first map.
Yeah, I also believe part of that could be attributed to Shook just played a superior comp. You know, they played the dive on map 1, completely rolled through Fried, and then map 2. I don't know what Fried was doing trying to force that McCree, you know, the McCree Widow instead of the May.
Yeah, and we had the Torbjorn being forced on the first map from Toad, and like I said, I don't even think they got a single ult off on well. And we'd like to thank Nightmare for the follow. Thank you for following the stream. If you like what you see here at Altitude Esports, make sure to drop a follow, maybe subscribe or give us your money if you want, but it's totally not recommended.
Zion and I proved this message.
But yeah, we're gonna be seeing map 2 here. Not sure what we're gonna be playing, but it is the Fried's pick, and we will be seeing a substitution as well.
Oh, Gluttony for Wavy.
Yeah, and we will be playing Volskaya Industries here. Probably just a straight brawl. Might see some double shield play. I know I've seen Gluttony a lot, and he plays a lot of Baptiste, so we might be able to see some Ana Bap comps. So really excited to see what we can have.
Yeah, actually, slight thing. We did. My team did scrim Fried before this match just to like warm them up. So you're actually completely right about the Baptiste play. They do like running this Baptiste here on Volskaya. Going to be interesting to see what they can do.
Yeah, I just know everything, I guess. Not lackluster Kyle anymore. But yeah, looks like we're going to be seeing Dallas Fried attacking first as well. Cajun will not be coming in, sadly. I hope to see him at some point in this game. Not even in the lobby, sadly.
Is he not in the lobby?
Not even in the lobby.
Damn.
Unlucky.
Not supporting his own team? Pepe hands, fam.
Unlucky. But shouldn't be any subs for any more subs at least, and I think we are about ready to get into this map too. I think we're probably going to be seeing the double shield maybe from the Fried, because I remember they tried to play it on first point on Ilias well. We saw Papa Smurf on the Orisa. Didn't work out very much for them, but we'll see. If they play it here, they play it. We'll see how they go. We'll obviously have our awesome analysts diving down into this game as well at halftime.
Yeah, gonna see what scrumptious factoids they can bring up that we missed. 25 seconds here going into Volskaya. Gonna be interesting to see what DPS are run alongside, because we know we have our guesses as to what tank comps are being played and what support comps are being played, but Volskaya here, very interesting with the DPS, because you can run these long range snipers like Hanzo Widow, but you can also run these close range, kind of brawly comps and hold that right under that, choke point with Reaper May.
Yeah. And make sure, if you would like to join our community as well, make sure to type it down in the Twitch chat to our right, !Discord, to join our large community. Rest of playoffs obviously happening, and season 3 coming very soon. Very, very excited for that. So
yeah,
make sure if you want to do anything with our community, if you're new, we love to have you.
Also, if you scroll down below, you can see a MVP voting poll. So be sure to vote for who your MVP of the season is. You know, 6 great players on there.
I'll actually have to vote myself. I forgot to.
3,
So we will be seeing applause.
Yeah, just a slight issue. But it is being resolved now.
Alrighty, sounds good. So yeah, for the comps for the Dallas Pride, we will be seeing that Baptiste. We'll be seeing a Baptiste Lucio instead of the normal Bap Zen or a Bap Ana that I know I love to run. I haven't really seen much of a Baptiste Lucio, but we will be seeing standard other than that with the McCree May and the Ryan Diva. And just straight standard Ryan Zar for the side of the shot.
Yeah, Shook playing something very, very standard here. Probably gonna be the innovators, the Steve Jobs of the world. Gonna hope to push up. We'll take this right side. But don't seem to want to force the aggression. Oh, are baiting to left side. Push onto Leva, wall him up.
Saja.
Yeah.
Time to raise my APM.
But they're not really. I mean, they're pushing in, but they're not really pushing with aggression. Toad will get Leva. Epic Shot gets Papa Smurf in return. Both Reinhardt's out of the fight. Anarchy gets his counterpart in Jacksonborn, and this looks like a win for the Pride. I don't know. Pride seem to be playing it very slow right now. Gonna back up with the man advantage. Wall goes up. Will get booped away. Saya return wall.
Yeah, Shook still does not have their Ryan or their McCree. And
Anarchy gets Epic
Pride
Shock.
capitalizing on that.
Ooh, a huge Annie comes out, but won't be enough to take him down. That was really interesting. At one point, they were kind of staring at each other from across point like Romeo and Juliet. I don't understand.
Yeah, and it looks like Shook will be backing out and just taking the point B defense, and we will be seeing a few ults here coming up from Dallas Fried and on the side of Shook as well. So yeah, we'll see if Shook can hold this one. 5.5 minutes in the time bank for the Dallas Fried.
Yeah, you look at ults here. You're gonna see the difference between them. This is the flex DPS difference. You know, we got Toad on 69, Saya with the ult already. Anarchy going for the high noon will force all of Shook to play to the side. Breaks the wall. Pop's gonna enter on the point, and again it's just very slow now. Saya here with the mail will force Fried off point. But then wall off his own blizzard. Bomb goes into the corner. Grab follow up, and this looks like this could be it for the Shook. Fried holding point very dominantly. Fancy Sheep will take out Mini Pwn. Shaddy comes out, gets blocked by his own teammate.
Not quite sure what happened there, but it did get down 2 or 3, and it looks like Fried are just cleaning up now.
Anarchy, clean headshot into Dark Millard. He's been doing a lot this round. Getting all the entry frags for his team. Will finish off Mini Pwn. Leva gets stunned before he can slam, and now it's just a game. How long can Shook contest for? Saya gets high noon immediately. Dark Millard at the point now. It looks like this will be it. Hopefully, Window comes out on side of Gluttony from the point. He's gonna hope to, take some game-winning shots on the point. There we go. 4 minutes.
Yes, that's gonna be a very, very convincing attack from Dallas Fried. It's gonna be very hard for Shook to replicate this success, but I think they can do it. They have the pieces in place. But yeah, Gluttony looking really strong with this Baptiste Lucio. I was kind of doubting it a little bit since I've never seen it played, but it worked out really well for them there, actually.
Yeah. It complemented their slow playstyle. They're able to capitalize on these immortality fields, with their rotations and how they push. Doing really well for them. Gonna see if they run it here on defense again. Gonna be interesting. 6 seconds.
Likely.
Yeah. On the side of Shook, gonna see. We're gonna wonder if they're gonna make any swaps. Yeah, looks like Jacksonborn now onto the Hanzo.
And Jackson done some scary things on the Hanzo. In his recent game against XL, I saw him putting in quite a bit of work on the Hanzo.
I felt my head fall off a couple times.
Everyone signed their life insurance policy.
But yeah, it looks like we are going to be seeing that Lucio Baptiste comp again from the Dallas Fried. Not holding on point, actually holding in front of HUD, it seems, but I don't know. We'll have to see how Shook can combat this. I'm really excited to watch Jackson Born's Hanzo here, to be honest.
Same. I'm very happy. It's gonna be watching his point of view the whole time. Dark Millard will swap off this Ana though to the Moira. So different support comps for both than normal for both teams. Gonna see the difference in these main supports here. Leva gonna get walled off by Saya. Great wall. Will be able to return to his team though, as you know they are very far away. And fast rotation from Fried to hold point. But it looks like Shook are still deciding on the game plan.
And Jackson Board's taking the off angle, has a good vision on the back, but gets dove. By
Big wall from Saya.
Fried.
Yeah, fancy look at Jackson Board. That's the first pick to go off. It looks like Shook are just gonna want to retreat here. Yeah, Minipone gets followed up onto, and that's just gonna be a full scale retreat. Epic Shock walled off. Great walls from Saya. Saya is such a great Mei player currently for this team. Papa Smurf looking at 3K, and that's the fight over.
Yeah, so coming out there, weren't able to get much value from the Jackson Born Hanzo since we saw Fancy Sheep just diving him. He was trying to take the off angle, probably went too aggressive, should have played with his team there. Gonna be seeing him swap to the Reaper here for the Mei Reaper, so we'll see how that plays out for them.
It's been a while since I've seen this Reaper. Gonna maybe
sure.
see Fire Strike, splits him down the middle, won't get anything, but the window coming from Gluttony. Can they get this one-shot Fire Strike? Never mind, he plays in front of it, I guess. So I'll say nothing. Fire Strike coming on return, and a wall from Sai, huge. Papa Smurf will be able to get around it though. Gets frozen up, followed up by the Coalescence from Dark Millard. And pretty convincing fight for, oh, the Blizzard comes out in return. Toad, Dark Millard will finish him off though, and that's, never mind. You Blizzard, but you Blizzard too late.
Yeah, just, I don't know if, I don't think they only used one ult there. They only used the Coalescence to take the point. And we did see a big ultimate. We saw the Blizzard coming out from the side of the Fried, and Jackson Born's gonna get the stagger on a Gluttony.
Unfortunately, will not be a stagger, just due to, you know, the way 2CP works.
2CP, fun game mode.
But yeah, you're completely right. I didn't even notice that. Dark Millard already 50% to his ult, and they only used the Coalescence to win the fight. Leva here, gonna push on a Papa Smurf. Gonna get his barrier shattered. They shatter each other? Anarchy with the high noon to the back. Here's the Blizzard. We'll get eaten by Fancy Sheep. Anarchy will take up Jackson Born, and looks like Fried's win here. 100%. No, I'm going off about how. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry about that. But Jackson Born tried to take the. He's been playing really aggro and just been getting punished time after time. So I'm trying to take the off angle on the Hanzo at the beginning, and he just tried to go a bit in the back there and got punished by Anarchy. So 3 ults did come out from the side of the Shook. A good fight for Fried to win, but yeah, we'll see what they can come up here. Already gonna have the time disadvantage.
Yeah, you're right about this difference. Anarchy has been so good on this McCree compared to his Widow from map 1. Not that it was, you know, bad, but his McCree is just showing off way more. Gluttony with a window on top. Jackson Born will push him, and the grab comes up from the bottom. They're all trapped together. No follow-up though. Anarchy takes up Minipone. Jackson Born will find Fancy Sheep, but that looks like Fried, or not Fried, the Shook's victory here. Sai will take out Papa Smurf. Oh,
they're gonna take it back. Gluttony with the shots, getting the dinks on that Baptiste. We've all seen that Baptiste can do a lot of damage, but we really don't see it often because of how little Baptiste is played. But Gluttony's showing that it is a hero that Dallas Fried can really play with here, and we're going to be seeing another defense here from the Fried.
Yeah, Dallas Fried really putting on a show here, showing us a new support comp and executing really well on it. The defense here, only 3 minutes left for the Shook. Minipone gonna find Gluttony. That's it. That's their entry. Gonna push in, walled off to the right. Anarchy with the high noon will get eaten by Wilty Mech. Epic Shock actually. Shadow comes out. It's huge. And the follow-up from Anarchy, it's there.
Yeah, just Papa Smurf saving his team there, honestly, with a massive shatter. And once again, Fried are gonna hold. Not even allowing a tick from the side of the Shook. And they will be getting the stagger onto Jackson, ending off the fight.
What do you think? What do you think? D Shook have to do here to get this point too?
Honestly, I really just think they have to look for more picks. I mean, they were able to get that pick onto Gluttony, but once again, it was just a lucky shadow from Papa Smurf.
Watching your back.
Well, we will have to see. They do push in without their Rhine, which is really confusing. But...
Leva didn't get the memo. Teams out of office. Jacksonborn on this high ground here, taking shots at Anarchy. Gonna have the High Noon Saya, gonna have the Blizzard here. They're closing in on each other. Leva will push. Papa Smurf trying to temper his aggression. The Blizzard comes out. The B got canceled by the Blizzard.
Oh,
That's devastating. The High Noon will come out. He's behind the wall though, can't do anything. We'll cancel it. Toad puts the Blizzard up to save himself. And yeah, Firecracker gonna try to stall. Just Toad here.
yeah, just poor usage of ults there. I mean, the Blizzard, the High Noon, were all thrown away, and unluckily, the beat was too, and we will be seeing the Dallas Fried recontest.
Yeah, Papa Smurf gets instantly frozen there. Gonna fall immediately. But they will get a return pick onto Papa Smurf. Gonna look like they could be able to hold this. Dark Millard gone. That's a main support and main tank gone. Bomb comes out. Firecracker back on the point.
Doing some work on the backline for Toad on the Doomfist.
Definitely. Yeah, he's taking out both supports now. This is holdable for the Fried.
Yeah, and they are able to take out Leva. Shook needs to get out. They have one more fight. And they won't have a lot of ults. I mean, they did get a tick there, but I mean, honestly, we can't say enough how much Toad really carried that, getting those picks in the backline, setting up his team, really dispositioning Shook for the rest of that point A attack, and this is last fight territory here.
Yeah, Toad, also known for his other name, Toadito, very confident with his Doomfist, and we see him flex it there. Gonna have Anarchy with the pulse here, not gonna stop after the McCree. Fried pushing their aggression. Blizzard doesn't get eaten, though it looked like it did. Fancy Chief will get sustained actually by the Baptiste. Shattered's huge! Will follow up with the Fried! Oh, but he gets killed before he can do anything. Papa Smurf put the pin onto Dark Millard, and that's just a full... Yeah, that's just a full Fried hold.
Very, very strong, honestly, for the Fried. I think that's what they were expecting, just to give up first point, and Baptiste is very, very strong on that second point, so I'm not surprised that they were able to full hold that.
Anarchy gets to play the game with a Tracer.
Honestly, like, they really should have gotten the fight before last, but they were able, Fried with Toad on the Doomfist, wreaking havoc in the backline, and it's going to be 1-1. Dallas Fried winning Volskaya Industries.
You're gonna see the difference in healing in these player cards. Dark Millard, 11,638 cards show the player with the highest stat in that game. So Dark Millard had more healing than both healers on the side of Fried. But even with that, these immortalities are so valuable that it's a difference between healing and life or death between the two, essentially.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I think for our halftime break, we will be sending it over to our wonderful analyst desk. Take it away, guys.
Thank you, Kyle. I love you.
Thank you, Kyle. So that was very interesting. Both teams showed very strong maps. Shook had a really strong first map, and Fried had a really strong second map there on Volskaya. I was very interested to actually see that BAP Lucio and see it work. I think that Gluttony there did really good on that Baptiste, really kept his teammates alive when he needed it, and those windows were they were what they really needed to win those fights.
Oh yeah, honestly, that was a really big surprise from Fried after map 1. Like map 1, they had they had tons of mistakes, but I feel like they came back in Volskaya. Like they had honestly the best attack and defense against Shook. Like they took back point I think 2 or 3 times that map. But Fried is looking really good right now.
Well, I do agree with that. I do believe they are, but I also think that Shook still can be able to bring this back. Volskaya is very known for picking weird comps and very hard to take second point, as well as very hard if the attacking team manages to juke around your defense, and that seems to be what both teams did on first points. However, I think that here on our next map, I think that it'll be a very much more difficult way to do it because there are more open areas and less corners than there are in Volskaya. I do actually really believe that the ult economy on both teams seems to be doing really good in most fights. However, not being able to keep it sustained after a devastating loss of using ults.
Yeah. Fried. Like, I still think Fried might win this, but I feel like I'm gonna change my prediction score to like 3-2. But yeah.
I still believe that Shook can pull this off in the 3-2, maybe even a 3-1 if they actually play their cards correctly here. Eichenwald is a really strong map for Doom and Pharah, and it seems that on third and second points, mainly Doom and Hanzo could be really strong as well.
Oh yeah, big time. And like I've seen Fried play before, and they look like really good on Eichenwald in my opinion. I've also played with a few players that also like do like really well on Eichenwald as well. Like he's not in the game, but Lenu, he's a really good Widowmaker and McCree on Eichenwald.
Well, we'll see if they decide to sub them in for this map. But right now, it seems that they're going to keep what they had. I think, as from a support standpoint, I believe that both teams did really well. I believe that both supports had a really strong keeping, and I think that the switch to the Moira was a bit of a double-edged sword. I think that as much as it did help them survive, it also sacrificed a lot of ability to push in and be able to capitalize on fights where they used ults. And I think the switch to the Ana, or maybe even to the Baptiste, could have really helped them there.
Yeah. I just feel like for when Shook was attacking, like I feel like they just like either choked or something happened because they did really good on taking first point, but second point they choked really hard twice or 3 times because they could have taken point 2 and the game could have been going on, but they didn't. They just like lost point and Fried held on point 2.
It seemed a lot of the fights, Anarchy and Toad both cleaned up every single time that they needed it. And when Papa Smurf took every shatter he could, and whenever Fancy got the bombs whenever they could, they immediately went on top. And Anarchy and Toad both got the picks they needed to stay in the fight.
Yeah. I'm really not sure what to go over now, but
well, there's a couple things because first map and first round, it seemed that Fried were really confident in this game, and they ended up being a little too confident. The Torbjorn is sometimes a good pick on some maps, but for Well, especially when there's a dive and you see that they're running a dive where CC or maybe even some form of survivability outside of dive could have been really useful there, but they decided to stay with it. And I feel like they could have easily taken that round if they did not do that.
Oh yeah. Basically, like the first point of Ilios, that's the map. Like I feel like Pride was memeing a bit, you know. Just I feel like they thought Shook would be an easy opponent, but Shook takes like these games very seriously. They even got a map off of Excel. That surprised me a lot, honestly. But it looks like Fried is waking up now, seeing that they're a really strong opponent to face now, and they should take them more serious and not like as a meme.
Absolutely, I think the same way there. They're both really strong teams, it seems to be, and they both really are coordinating when they really need to be. And I feel like even though Shook's probably feeling a little bit down right now, I think they could easily turn this around, bring it back up, and they could easily take this. Oh no.
Yep. Well, we're going back to our casters, Kyle and Dion.
All right. So there you go.
Yeah, hello. Dion and Kyle here reporting to you, you know, very, very cool match we got going on. Very cold here with these blizzards happening. Great gameplay overall, though. Oh, jeez. We're having a great time.
I mean,
make sure.
I'm
real
freezing too.
Wait, that's my headphones off. Make sure real quick, if you're not following the stream, to put a follow down and vote below your MVP of the season. We're gonna be going into Eichenwald here, chosen by the Shulk here. Dallas Fry deciding to, I believe, attack first. No, Fry will be on defense first. My bad.
Oh, gotcha. So we will. I'm not sure if we will be seeing. Oh, we will be seeing a swap. We will be seeing Wavy for Gluttony. So probably no Baptiste play, sadly. But seeing what they can do, hopefully turning this 2-1 and finishing off this game.
Okay, we're just gonna be setting up some, you know, some lobby stuff, and we're going straight into Eichenwald.
Alrighty.
Okay.
So we will be seeing, obviously, the same lineup for the Shook. Maybe we might be seeing some more Jackson-born Hanzo, honestly.
Oh, I'd be very excited for that.
Yeah, hopefully the Mei for Saja too. Like, really, I mean, it's some of the best Mei I've honestly seen in this league. I mean, the walls are on point. It might be a little bit of a hot take, but
yeah,
he's really doing well here.
100% agreeable. The walls from Saya have just been absolutely nuts. Blizzard, you know, he's had a couple eaten blizzards and all, but one thing if you describe, you know, Saya as a player or as a Mei player, it's 100% these walls.
For sure. I mean, yeah, you could say walls are easy, but man, I play Mei a lot, and walls are pretty hard. You like, especially like all of these perfectly placed walls, perfectly timing.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm just loving to watch, like, finally some interesting Mei play. I mean, it's kind of funny because we had the I don't know if anybody was tuning in last night, but we had the Mei wall blocking the shatter for the last night's game. But yeah, and we will be swapping sides, obviously, and we see Saya
on the Bastion.
Now on the Torb in spawn.
What a joker. What a joker guy. Gonna swap to the Mei here. Yep. And we're gonna be running essentially a mirror with the you know, the off tank swapped. Fire Strike coming through. Will clip Jackson-born. Won't deal any damage though, apparently. As you go into this. Sleep goes through. And yeah. Shook pushing their aggression on the right side here. We'll get naded. Big nade coming in from Dark Millard. Fire Strike coming through. Won't follow up onto anything. And again, these teams are playing so slow. Jackson-born on the flank here though. Takes a couple of shots onto Papa Smurf. Not able to connect. And there's the push. The flash goes through. Gets fully blocked by the shield. And Friday just kind of playing you know, very slow. Eventually both take a Leva though, with the help of Papa Smurf, and that will be the fight victory for Fried. Again, they're playing very slow. They're not getting these cleanup picks.
You know, it looks that way as Shook will be backing out. We do see Leva taken out first with the freeze and the wall off. But Jackson-born keeps going around this pillar, trying to get the flank. And
the wall comes through from Sai here. Great Fire Strike going through. Or sorry, from Toad, not Sai, my bad. The Nano goes out into Papa Smurf, and will they push the aggression this time, finally? They will. Oh, they will. Papa Smurf charges in. Will get counterpins. Shatter's huge. Goes on to Jackson-born and Minipone. The follow-up is there. And what great play from the Fried now. Finally pushing this aggression, getting these early picks, and making it work.
Yeah, and looking at the ults for both teams, we are going to be seeing quite a bit coming up from Shook. Not as much with the Shatter and the Nano being used on the side of the Fried, but we will about 4 or 5 ults here for the Shook, seeing if they can cap point A on here on Eichenwald.
Shook gonna have to make good use of these ults. There's the Blizzard. We see the first thing coming from Toad. Leva frozen up. Will get picked off by Firecracker. And the High Noon completely denied by what's called by his own team's Maywall. Epic shot down, and that's what tanks.
Yeah, Leva's making some mistakes here, kind of going in without his team, getting walled off. But I think Shook really just have to start playing as a unit here, honestly. Just pushing as a team. They're just getting split off by all the Maywalls here from Toad, and getting picked off by Anarchy and the rest of Fried following up, and they'll be pushing the left side of the pillar here onto point.
Anarchy, another pick on a mini pwn. It's absolutely massive. Nade comes through. Won't get anything. The wall blocks Fantasy Sheep's bomb. Sorry. Flash comes in, and there's the grab Jackson Board with his High Noon. Will get shut down by Anarchy. Anarchy playing insane. The shot is huge. The pin onto Toad will take him out. Saya onto Wavy, Leva onto Anarchy, and that's a dominant win for the Shook after so long.
Yeah, the large, massive 5-man shatter from Leva, and the rest of Shook are able to follow up, capturing point A and moving on the payload.
Damn. Yeah, as our producer just mentioned, that was 6 ults on the side of Shook. My bad. Yeah, interesting. Interesting usage. You know, you see they really had this game plan. They were like, you know, let's go in, click Q. And then they won. Wade here, gonna have the nano for his team. Anarchy falling low. Will get kept up. The supports on the side of Fry doing really well here. You know, kind of popping off on Sky with the Baptiste. Now you got Wavy and doing really good things with this Ana, healing his team up, keeping them alive. They're gonna rotate, drop off the bridge. No, they're gonna hold the top continuously. There's the High Noon. This is what you want to see. Epic shot playing in bad position. They wall him up. No follow-up though. Sai will brick himself. Anarchy in the backline though. Goes for a flash. Or sorry, he's in the backline of his own team, my bad. Papa Smurf will pin Saya though. That's a really big pick. We'll get followed up on by Minipone, and that looks like a fight win for the Shook. It's slow, but it looks like it's the win. Anarchy trying to force something. Will die. Now. There. And yeah.
The freeze coming in from Saja, finding Papa Smurf. And yeah, once you lose your main tank, it's pretty hard to win the fight, and they will be taking one more recontest on point B.
Yeah, a lot of this is determined by Pop Smurf and Leva dueling on the side of the card. Oh, a huge wall comes up from Toad, and the Blizzard to follow up. Leva gets completely frozen. He's done. Anarchy gets the final shot, but the Shatter's massive, gets Minipone. Pop Smurf following the Diva. Oh my god. Jumps off.
Little bit of a questionable shatter from Papa Smurf. He might want that one back later, but still, I mean, just a massive wall from Toad, walling off Leva, freezing him, getting the kill onto the main tank, and they will be holding back up on the bridge.
Shook gonna push under here. Epic shot gets slapped. Minipone on the point, and Fine, what are you doing? Anarchy with the High Noon.
They're forcing them onto the card.
Sai with the ice block. Leva will get taken out again though, and the bomb is huge. Gets Epic Shock low, and that's another decisive defensive hold.
Yeah, honestly, I'm surprised that Shook did not win that one out. A really smart play, pushing under the bridge and forcing the Fried to point, letting the Fried come to them. But honestly, I'm not quite sure what happens wrong there. It really looks like they would have been able to capture that there. Really smart play, probably just an unlucky mistake coming out from the Shook. But they will be having one more fight with around 5 ults, so should be able to see what they can do here.
Yeah, they're gonna come up to the castle. Looks for his counterpart. Gonna find him with the Fire Strike. And here it is, pushing the aggression. Will get walled off. The High Noon from Jacksonborn on the high ground will split the team. The Shatter's massive! Gets 5! And the Blizzard to follow up. Papa Smurf will get pinned through it. Firecracker frozen, Fancy Sheep frozen. This Blizzard Saya saving his team fight. Dark Malone falls low, antied. And that looks like a fight win for Shook.
Yeah. And not another 6 ult fight. We only had, I think, 2 ults coming out there, but still. Very convincing fight win, and Jacksonborn's already 70 to another High Noon.
That's kind of ridiculous. This guy, these 2 McCrees on both teams, very
Somebody
well.
stop these guys.
Yeah, someone stop these guys, fam.
Calm them down, they're animals.
You got the Nano from the side of Fried here. You're gonna see if they're gonna push the aggression with the Rhino. They're not gonna have the Shatter. Gonna be interested to see who they Nano. Most likely the Rhino. Junkrat now coming up from the side of Shook. Jacksonborn on the Junkrat now. He's like, yo, Kyle's talking about my McCree, man. I'm done. Stops to the Junkrat. Already halfway to ult though. As yeah, there's the Nano, goes on the Papa Smurf. They're running forward. Toad used the Mail. Not an amazing usage. The bomb's big, picks off Leva. Saya picks off his counterpart, but it's a dominant Fried win.
Yeah, honestly a smart play to switch over to the Junkrat. Very, very good in this close quarter point C inside of the castle. But yeah, a little bit questionable getting, I think, 4 ults actually coming out from Fried, and they'll be left pretty short-handed to combat almost all 6.
Yeah, there's the bomb. Oh, it gets caught in the corner. We'll get 2! Anarchy and Wavy both falling to it. Leva here with the Nano boost. Gonna make his way through the walls. Gonna punch up Toad. We'll die. And Firecracker, the only person here who can do anything. Gonna just wait for his team. Oh, yeah. Jacksonborn kills Wavy and Spawn with the nades.
We're gonna have to see if Dallas Fried can recontest this here.
Jacksonborn's got the tire here. You wanna see a fat tire coming out. Look at contested. There it is. It gets Firecracker, the contester. Papa Smurf and Fancy Sheep gonna hope to hold this point. Nah, and it's just Wavy, and he's in the frigid cold.
That's gonna be it.
You know, I feel Wavy.
Full push for the San Francisco Shook.
Great ult usages from the side of Shook, honestly. Well, aside from the first fight where they used 6, but after that, they're getting massive plays on individual ults, massive shatters, zoning high noons, amazing blizzards, good bombs. It's just great all around.
I think again and again, it's the ult usage for the Shook. Like on that first point take, it was a 6 stack with all 6 ults, obviously, but I mean, they were just able to force out all of the ults for Fried and able to use the ult bank that they had built up there to finish off the rounds. And we'll see if they can hold Dallas right here on the attack.
Yeah, gonna see what they choose to run. Gonna look like a full mirror this time. Oh, that's not gonna happen. Toad's not gonna play Widow. We're gonna have a full mirror on the side of both teams. Epic shock on the D.Va. Not typically a D.Va player, just generally. Was Orion for Shook originally, swapped to Zarya, and now on D.Va. Has been getting some pretty fat bombs though. And
yeah. For sure. We will be seeing the Shook holding on points with more of a standard comp here for both teams. Actually, the mirror coming out.
Yeah, the full mirror. Gonna be interesting to see what happens here. Fried gonna slowly push up, getting barraged by random pellets of damage from random heroes. Gonna push left side around tower, and this is the test. We're gonna see if Shook can hold this now. They're playing aggressive here. They're pushing it fast. The wall comes up from behind Papa Smurf. The nade is huge though with Epic Shock. Epic Shock falls really low. Gonna get followed up on with support. We'll get saved. Saya ice blocked. And there we go. The first pick, Toad gets Jacksonborn. That's huge. You've lost half your DPS line now. Papa Smurf here, gonna swing through. Everyone falling low. Both supports 1 health. Anarchy will pick off Saya. And there's the follow-up. You see the little McCree face on the kills for Mini Pone, Dark Malar, and Leva. A huge flashbang came up from him. And Epic Shock just chilling.
Yeah, honestly, that first map must have just been a Fried warm-up because they're looking dominant here with 5.5 minutes in the time bank, capturing point A, and almost all 6 ults coming up here for them for this next fight.
Yeah, Dark Malar's gonna fall low in this on a nano battle. Anarchy completely dominating his counterpart though. The Shatter goes through, won't hit anything, and Firecracker kills Epic Shock in the meantime. The Nano comes out onto the D.Va. Anarchy will get Mini Pone, and that's the push. This is time. Fried, make your mark. Leva pins out. Anarchy will get Jacksonborn though. Toad. Oh no. Oh, the return pin from Papa Smurf will get Dark Malard, and complete dominance from the side of Fried. Leva falls, but oh, we'll die. Fancy, you know, pushing his aggression. This is what we want to see. Fried is really playing this angry, you know, angriness.
Yeah.
Getting these
most
kills, getting these
definitely.
picks.
Shook was actually able to draw 3 ults from Dallas Fried without using any of their own. And they will be taking the recontest here.
Epic Shock fully stopped a huge nade, but the Shatter is also massive onto Fancy Sheep. Almost falls off the map, but the Blizzard is too much to handle. Never mind, it's perfectly handleable. The bomb comes out. Leva nanoed, and this is a win for Shook. The Blizzard was absolutely insane, but there was no follow-up.
Yeah, finally able to stop the menacing attack coming out for Fried. Still a few ults in the bank for both teams, but it might be difficult for Dallas Fried to retake this, but they do have a strong 3-minute 45-second time bank.
Gonna see them push. Again, you got Anarchy with the high noon here. Only means good things. Gonna mean a fat zone or a pick at the least. Dark Noir playing in a weird position. He's playing behind. We'll get the sleep onto Papa Smurf. Bomb doesn't get anything, but there we go. Anarchy with a high noon with Jacksonborn. Jacksonborn's gonna be feeling all kinds of wrong there. Fancy Sheep gets Dark Noir with the missiles, and this looks like it'll be a win for the Fried. Boop is massive onto Saya, yeah. There's the Shadow return, gets 4 actually. But Firecracker, he's doing as his name suggests, he's popping off, fam. The high noon coming in from Jacksonborn. That's nothing.
It looks like this is going to be a Fried retake, capturing point B and moving on.
You know, he's like, yo, I can make it. Freeze, don't move, and then gets slipped up. Bit of Dong Shou Bushido, you know. I'm not Chinese, but I'm Spanish. I'm not Spanish. Fire Strike coming through. Shatter's massive. Gets 3 people. The follow-up is there though from his own team. Leva will survive. Pop Smurf with a nano. Gonna try and take him out. Leva with a sliver route will be kept alive barely. Great gameplay here. Toad with the Blizzard. Gonna hope this is gonna be the ult that Fried can use to win here. Jacksonborn swaps back into the Junkrat now. There it is. Blizzard comes out. The bubble. The bomb. Buckets 2! Massive! Gets Jacksonborn and Mini Bone. You don't want to lose Jacksonborn here. He's halfway to ult. Can build that ult really fast if you let him. Dark Lord will get Papa Smurf, but that's the only return pick. Anarchy finishing off that shock, and that's it. Fried capped with 3 minutes 23.
Very convincing. Ton of time, and now they'll have 3.5 minutes almost to get only a tick on point A. Probably looking like it's going to be 2-1, but it is drawable for the side of Shook. Not winnable anymore, but they sure can draw it. Okay. We'd like to thank the quick follow coming in from Ranelli, and
thank you.
Make sure to stick around for the rest of this game. If you like what you're seeing, be like Ranelli, drop a follow. You can join our Discord by typing in chat !Discord, and make sure to vote for your MVP in the poll below as well.
Now Kyle, on this match, you got a massive brain here. What do you think Shook has to do to draw this?
So it looks like they are going to be running the Rhine Sigma. I really did see, like, this honestly probably is a good call. On that first point, Anarchy and Toad were just able to melt Leva's shield, and once they didn't have that shield, Fried was really just able to come in and roll, honestly. And honestly, with this double shield call, I think it's honestly a really strong pick. It's gonna be a lot more sustained to keep the Shook alive here.
That makes a lot of sense. That's a good call on the side of Shook. They were getting pretty burst, pretty fast. Gonna have the double shield here. Papa Smurf, no fear anymore. He's completely lost that. He's charging in head wild. He does not care. He sees red on the enemy team. He goes straight in with the bull in action. Has he got the balls though? Another pin. We'll get nothing. Leva though antied out, and this already looks like a win for Fried. Saya falls low, will not get followed up onto. Mini Pong will be the one who dies instead. Jacksonborn falls as well. And yeah, I mean you're right about the double shield, but like, when Fried is in your face, they just go through the shield.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
It's gonna be
Play
a
of the
2-1
game.
for the Dallas Fried. Losable here for the Shook, sadly. I really don't want to see them being knocked out, but coming into map 4, it will be their choice,
Triple kill.
and we'll see what they can do here.
Double kill.
Yeah, definitely. Great plays all around both teams.
And we do have a big Twitch Prime sub as well, coming in from Gluttony as well.
Oh, yeah.
Actually,
Massive gluttony. Yo, fam, popping off.
thank you
Um,
very, very much. And we would not have a problem with it if anybody else would like to follow along with him.
Oh, yeah. No issues. Just a casual little sub would be nice. Feed our families.
For sure.
Yeah, going to this next one, we're gonna have map 4, which is the payload map. Dallas Fried up 2-1 against Shook. Gonna see what Shook. I'm thinking Havana. You've seen their Havana match.
Yeah, but they
yeah.
actually are going to be picking Route 66.
What?
Very, very interesting call. They must have something up their sleeve because, like what we had yesterday for the Pink Sox and Ghouls game, we thought Havana was a terrible pick for Pink Sox, but it worked out for them. They won the map, forced the map 5. I don't know. Shook must have this trick up their sleeve.
We saw the absolute dominance that Shook had on Havana against Atlanta, and you're like, yo, they're gonna pick Havana. I feel like this is kind of a debate at this point. Dallas Fried are probably going into this expecting Shook to choose Havana, but Shook were like, nah, we don't do that here, fam. Route 66. I have not seen this map in a long time.
Me neither, honestly. I kind of forgot how to run it. Like,
Yeah.
what do you run here? I mean,
I was about to
it's the
ask.
same things, like over and over again. We see the same map, like sinky map pools or whatever. But
Yeah.
like, Route 66 has not been in rotation, as you said, for an extremely long time. So, and I'm not quite sure if we'll be seeing any swaps coming out here for either team quite yet. I have played a lot of Baptiste on this map, as at least me personally. So maybe we will be seeing Gluttony coming in for that Baptiste. At least I like playing it. I can't speak for him or the side of Fried, but yeah, we will have to see what they'll be running.
Yeah, Cajun in stream chat says, Route 66. Yeah, definitely they were not expecting it. They were expecting the Havana here, 100%.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
So maybe it's just a 5-head call for the
Yeah.
Shook.
I mean, yeah, I'd be 100% inclined to agree. Gonna hope Lino for Toad. There we go. There's our first swap. We have not seen
Yeah.
Lino this match.
Looking like maybe a double hit scan. Maybe Anarchy on the McCree and Lino on the Widow. Maybe Fried have something up their sleeve as well. Maybe we'll have to see. I always enjoy watching some double hit scan. Maybe we'll see like hopefully the Jackson born Hanzo, of course. But yeah, we'll have to see. It looks like both teams are hopefully readying up here in the next couple seconds, and we will be seeing Shook attacking first here.
We saw Fried on map 1, Ilios run the double hit scan, but you had Toad in, right? And he's a projectile. He's a Mei, he's a Doom. He's not really hyper familiar on this hit scan role. So gonna be very interesting to see what 2 hit scan players can do on the hit scan roles. Gonna hope we can see the same dominance that we saw in the previous map from Fried.
Yeah, I am excited, of course, to see what both teams will honestly be running. I think we'll see more of the same standard from Shook. I really haven't seen them deviate much off that course. Honestly, like obviously with Jackson switching it around a little bit, but they really like to stick to their standard. Probably going to be seeing it again, and it looks like we will be starting up here on Route 66 for map 4.
Yeah. map 4 of the series, this could be it for the Shook. This would end their playoff dreams, as this is the losers bracket currently. Fried hoping to make their way to the losers finals, grand finals. This is it. This is all or nothing for both teams.
Yeah, and many people for our little bracket challenge things did not have Fried going very far. So honestly, even though we do have the seeding and Fried is the higher seed, they still were the underdog somewhat coming into this game for some people. So they probably have that sass on their back, looking to surprise some people. Usually that's Shook's motto, but maybe sadly, I really don't want to see him get knocked out, but they're gonna really have to pull something out, and it looks like we'll be seeing more of the Saja Pharmacy that we were seeing on the first map.
Yeah. Gonna be interesting. Saya, yeah, the Pharah here, Jackson on the Widow, but on the side of Fried, I was expecting a Widow, but we got a McCree Hanzo instead. Definitely not a bad thing. Gonna be interesting to see what they make of this. The dive coming out on the side of Shook. Make leaps forward. See if Saya gets shot down immediately by Anarchy. Pot shots coming through. Nothing major so far. Just pushing cart. Casual. Concussion. But yeah. Papa's kind of just like holding back of gas station, which is not something you see very often. Normally you hold up front. So Shook's gonna get this. Yeah, get this punt contestation. Just gonna push it all the way through. No contestation from the side of Fried yet. Slam is huge. Lino get Jackson born with the headshot though. And there it is. The follow up onto Saya, Lino with his Hanzo. Doesn't need to play Widow to shut down on Pharah, sorry.
Yeah, Lino, whatever it is, finding another pick onto Mallard as well. A great swap coming in for Dallas Fried.
Jackson now on this Sombra. What do you think about that?
Honestly, I think it's a little bit of a weird play. I mean, they don't have that much to counter the Hanzo anymore, obviously, with no more Widow, but they still can get hacks off. It probably is easier to dive them if they don't have any shield, of course. So we will have to see how they're going to be doing this. And
yeah, on that note, that hack comes off onto Papa Smurf, gonna allow Sai to move up, trying to push this aggression. Epic Shock will get Lino, and these dive tanks from the side of Shook doing work. Anarchy gonna play carefully, doesn't want to get picked off yet. Does have the High Noon here though. A lot of ults on the side of Fried. Anarchy with the High Noon there, now following up. Saya will get smacked out of the sky, revived by Minipone, and jump back into the fight. You got the Mercy. The mines are massive. Wavy will get picked off by Leva though. Anarchy gonna run away. Well, not run away. Will die instead. It's a sheep falling low, and that's just complete dominance from the side of Shook. Shook shaking
like
at the side.
This Sombra really does seem to be working. If Fried doesn't have a shield, then what are they gonna do? Like, they're just gonna be like, they're gonna have the Pharah raining rockets from above. They're gonna be slammed by the ball. Like, just they're gonna take damage from so many angles, and Shook was able to capitalize on that, taking point A with 4 minutes left in the time bank.
Again, Jackson more on this behind flank. 70% alt charge. This could be a massive. I'm believing a Sombra bomb. That would be beautiful. I would scream. Big hack on defensive sheep. We'll teleport away. Epic Shock here on the side. Trying to build his ult. Only 15% though built for Jacksonborn. Still gonna need 15% more. There's the dive. Both tanks going in. Going in kind of split actually. Leva's the only one in right now. He's kind of just alone in the back line. Sai here now with him. And there's the primal. There's that's why. Epic Shock will get killed though. Papa will get Dark Ballardin. Yeah, the tanks just kind of left there alone on point. Went off to do their own things, and Epic Shock just kind of got destroyed.
Yeah, and this is gonna be tough for Shook to get back on the payload, because look at the ults for Fried. All 6 built up.
Yeah, but you look at Shook and you have that EMP, which is so important. You hit that EMP, you can dominate the opponent without them using a single ult.
Yeah, and looks
Let's
like
see what happens here.
Will be coming in through cave, looking to
Firecracker catches Jacksonborn, forces them out of position. He EMPs? will get killed by Anarchy, but Anarchy is followed up by Leva. Dragon's coming through. Brings Leva very low. Leva will get followed up by a Nano Fancy Sheet. No, he will get sustained. Leno shuts on Epic Shotgun. Oh, if you're Jackson Born, your team's probably upset at you. They don't like you anymore.
That was a really questionable EMP.
Yeah.
I mean,
That was
most of the rest of Shook were still stuck in cave.
a big barrage. We'll take out Wavy Anarchy, put shots down Saya. You're probably feeling pretty uneasy now if you're Shook. Anarchy with a high noon here. Jackson shuts on Papa Smurf though. Leva shuts on Anarchy. Am I eating my words? Apparently.
Yeah, it looks like Jackson Bourne's kind of redeeming himself here. I mean,
Yeah.
that EMP was really questionable with none of their team being there to follow up on it. But it looks like Dallas Fried will be taking one more recontest.
Jackson Bourne here, coming up with another EMP. Epic Shot keeping him off point, but Papa Smurf is already there. They've got the contest. Saya on this Genji now. The mine's completely blocking up top, and this is just the game of finishing kills now. Anarchy trying to kill these mines to go through. And Jackson.
Definitely have to work on that EMP usage.
Yeah, he's just letting it loose like a nudist, dude. Kind of weird.
It looks like they will still take point B. I mean, honestly, Jackson, if you're watching the VOD or whatever, just try to get some more value out of your EMPs, and fights should be easier as we see Saja actually switch over to the Genji that I don't know if we pointed out or not.
Yeah, Jackson, if you're watching this, what are you doing, fam? What are these EMPs, man? Like, holy moly. You're good, but your EMPs are just it's sauce, dude.
Yeah, we will be seeing the Nanoblade probably coming in, but the beat for Firecracker can probably negate most of the effects if Jackson Bourne can get the hack off to Firecracker.
There it is. Wait, did Saya dash up into one of the moving platforms?
Yeah, he did not pop his blade, even though I'm very confused. I think they were
Firecracker with a very, very strong patience doesn't beat at all. I think they were going for the hack onto to Firecracker, and there wasn't it, so Saya didn't ult. There it is. Uses now even less of a hope without the nano. Very questionable. Fancy Sheep will get punched up by Epic Shot. And this looks like a fight win for the Shook. What is that EMP? You hit one! I mean, there's only two, but you can hit two.
Yeah,
Shatter's massive. We'll take a Firecracker, and that's it. Yeah, that's it for the Fried here on defense.
yeah, probably just some small stragglers, but it looks like this will be it for them as a Battle Mercy kill.
I didn't even notice. Mini Pone's Anarchy, and yeah, really interesting to see.
Yeah, so that fight where they did nano the Genji, I think they were just trying to get the beat out, but Firecracker's patience really just got the best of Shook, but somehow Shook was able to take point C with 51 seconds in the time bank, and now Fried will have to push it all the way here on Route 66 if they want no map 5 and want to end the series off here.
Yeah. Now, this is something that I just want to briefly discuss before this map ends. Who currently on each team, one person, is your player of the match?
My player of the match. It's a good question. Honestly, I think supports get way underrated. I really think Firecracker could be the player of the match for Dallas Fried. I know it's a hot take. It might be some support player bias, but I mean, he's been really consistent this game for Fried. I have not seen him make any mistakes at all, really. Like, even being so patient with that beat, holding it, he's a fantastic Lucio player, and I really think he's helping the Fried out, like, worlds. And then for the side of the Shook, I think I'd have to give it to Saja. I mean, just if they do pull this out, stellar flex DPS play all around tonight.
My thoughts exactly. Kyle bringing you the big brain thoughts. Gonna see the Sombra Doom here now on side of defense for the Shook. Running the dive again. Gonna have to play this massive aggression. Playing up top. That sheep will spot him up. Lino falls low. Falls to low ground instead. Leva gets smashed against the wall by Papa Smurf, and that's an immediate win for Fried.
Yeah,
You know, they get Saya gets Lino, but Anarchy will get 2 instead. 3 instead.
I think it's time for Jackson Bourne to finally get off the Sombra. I mean, it's really not doing that much. I mean, I don't even know if he really did get much of a hack off there. I'm not quite sure, but he is really struggling to find a lot of value with Sombra right now.
Yeah, he's high on ult charge, but it's not that hard to get ult charge on Sombra. You just shoot for a bit at a tank and you're halfway there. Gonna see who his target is here. Playing behind Anarchy. Again, Anarchy not a very valuable hack though. There you go, it's D.Va. Anarchy misses the flash, will teleport out. D.Va not even... Oh, D.Va was hacked fully, my bad. Fancy she both get Leva though, and looks like this could be a win. Oh, the res comes out onto Leva. Never mind, Sai gets shut down by Fancy Sheep. And this looks like it could be another fight win for Fried. Fried playing aggressive here. The Dragons come out. The Dragons get 2 actually. Lino going off at the Dragons. Jackson Bourne teleports back again, and we'll try to contest this point. And die.
Fried doing a fantastic job countering this dive. I think it might be time to for Shook again to switch off here. I mean, they have stuns from McCree and Brig really just punishing anybody that tries to dive in their backline, and Shook is really just running a full dive with Saj on the Doom and then Ball Winston. I mean, might not be the smartest play, but it looks like they are going to be staying on it, trying to get these ults out, and the EMP is up for Shook.
There it is. It's actually big. Is there a follow-up? Epic Shock will get wavy with the mines. Fancy DMAC and Saya. Saya punches Lilo in the throat. We'll shut him down, and that's a dominant fight. Whoa. What?
Papa Smurf loses his shatter. Very questionable. Very, very questionable. Kind of honestly a throw there.
Yeah, kind of. Papa Smurf playing with a lot of aggression. That was, you know, anger management classes time now.
But yeah, Jackson Bourne, good job, man. Give you a round of applause. You finally got EMP. Let's go.
Yeah, he deserves that. After so long, he's gotten his so great EMP. He's got 30% on next ult. Saya, the Doom ult here. I hope to try and get some value. Valkyrie will initiate. A high noon from Anarchy. We'll get shielded. The bubble from Leva actually saved Nipon there from the high noon. A huge slam from Epic Shock. Lino the first to fall, and there's the meteor strike. Punches Fancy Sheep in the top of the head. Will not see him though. He has the bomb here. Anarchy big stun onto Saya. One no follow up. Yeah, we'll get punched instead. Papa Smurf will get Jackson Bourne in the meantime though. Jackson Bourne almost had another EMP, and no one's been on card. Wavy just got on card.
Oh my.
No one's on the card for Fried. And now he's not on the card. He's too far in front, and he's back on. Saya antied. We'll get healed up, thankfully. Epic Shook slept in the back.
Yeah, Shook is still staying on this dive as Epic Shock gets taken out in the backline.
I mean, yeah, they're at least doing better here on this section of the map. Papa Smurf turns around, shatters his own team. He's like, yo, I hate you. Fancy, we'll get Saya though. The bomb comes through. We'll get 2? No, gets none. Slightly too low to get anything there. A huge slam with the Firecracker. We'll get EMP'd. That's both supports going down. There we go. Both supports going down for the Fried, and a high noon from Anarchy. Kind of optimistic at this point.
Yeah, and it looks like Dallas Fried will be completing this point B again, as the Shook are still staying on this dive.
Saya here, gonna be the one to try and contest point for his team. Punches Papa Smurf into a wall, and the Dragons. I don't know if that means a swap and whatnot, but the Dragon's not optimal. They're kind of just walk away.
Yeah, we'll have to see, but looking at the ults for both teams, we are going to be seeing even with the Doomfist and the Ana ults for the Shook. seeing
Yeah.
maybe they could nano the Doom. It's a very strong play, and they could win another fight off of that, and then force Dallas Fried into last fight territory, as Papa Smurf is alone inside of the building.
Yeah. Yeah, Papa Smurf, we've seen over the series, go from no aggression to max aggression. Saya goes straight in though. We'll get stunned out. Papa Smurf won't get Leva though. Anarchy onto Saya, and that looks like a clean win for the Fried. Fancy Sheep is on Jacksonborn here. The mines come through from Epic Shock though. Hoping to get something. EMP, pretty big. Never mind, I hit one. Never mind.
Yeah,
Leno gets 2 here.
it has to be time to swap off if you're shook.
You know, you just died to Pilot Diva's mech. Or you just died to Diva's mech. Like, she didn't shoot you, she just dove into you and you died. You kinda...
Yeah, and it looks like we will be having some switches coming out. Looking
The
like
wrong switches.
Line Orisa.
Jacksonborn, what are you doing, fam? If you're gonna EMP, you gotta EMP on them, not above them. You're not hitting anything.
Very true, very true.
There's the punch going through. Massive punch. Well, oh, the pull gets wavy. Papa Smurf followed up. Ooh, is right. Great gameplay here. Leno punch into a wall. Saya has to retreat though due to low health, and Fancy Sheep gonna mingle with the Bachelors. Gets hacked out.
Yeah. This Ryan Orisa comp sounds kind of weird on, but in game it works out fantastically for sure.
Definitely.
As Epic Shock starts taking a nap.
Was not something I was 100% expecting here, but it's working out. Yeah, you're right. Dark Millard here gonna probably give Nano Gear to Leva. They're gonna play the aggression onto Papa Smurf, but Papa Smurf has a return shatter. It's up to the Ryans here who can do something for once. Epic Shock shield though. Gonna be able to deny the shatter. The shatter's huge, but the bomb allows for no follow-up from Fancy. Leno can take Saya in the backline, and the return shatter. Leva on the ground. Spread out like a bear rug. Minipone, we'll get the rest of the Saya though, and this looks like it will be a hold on the fan.
Yeah, once again.
Yeah.
Like, Jacksonborn still hasn't built up another EMP, but honestly,
Oh my god, I didn't see that.
The rest of his team is still holding this, and this is last fight territory for Fried. Coming in with 3 ults, support ults, and the Death Blossom. And looks like Shook's just starting to give up cart here. Probably one last recontest at the end.
It's all down to this EMP. This EMP has got to be big for once, or this could be it. There it is. EMP gets 3. Saya shut down by Firecracker stun though, will retreat. Papa Smurf alone on the high ground. But the Death Blossom gets Jacksonborn. Fancy Sheep put the kill into Levon. This looks like it's it. Fried looks like they've taken this point. Again, we do have bonus rounds, but yeah, Fried in very dominant fashion. Papa Smurf swinging through, beating everyone on the head. That'll be capture finally for Fried.
Yeah, honestly, I really strongly believe that the Shook could have full held there if Jacksonborn switch off the Sombra. I mean, I know we're giving him probably way too much hate right now, but it's a little bit of a weird pick, especially if it hasn't worked for 90% of the round. Just really questionable. Hoping we don't see it again. But yeah. Another attack here, looking like for Dallas Fried. A minute in the time bank, seeing how far they can push this.
Yeah, definitely. Jacksonborn, yeah, 90% of the time, not fully engaged in the team fight. 90% of the time, stuck at 90% ult charge. 90% of the time, not hitting 90% of the team. Yeah, gonna be interesting to see what he does here. We're gonna have a pause actually. Yeah, pause called from the side of Fried, I believe. Yeah, it is Fried. Wondering what's happening. I'm gonna check up on these players real quick.
Probably some small internet problems there.
Yeah, most likely.
The same
But is
thing
that okay?
happens in last night's matchup as well.
Okay. It looks like they're ready now. We're gonna be getting back into this.
Alrighty, let's get into it.
Gonna wait for the R for both teams. Fancy Sheep on the side of Fried has given his R. Gonna be awaiting a response from the show. Now, there we go. As we are in pause, we'll be heading into the last, or hopefully the last round of Route 66.
Alrighty, back into the action, of course.
I don't know. Is it because I feel at this point, it's not Jacksonborn being, guys, I'm gonna play the Sombra. What's up? I feel like it's more his team going, Jacksonborn, play the Sombra. Because,
Yeah.
you know, if he was opting for Sombra himself, I feel like his team would have him swap back to, a higher DPS hero, something to help his team more. But he's still on this Sombra. Gets noticed in the backline. Papa Smurf again alone on. Papa Smurf is just a lone survivor. He's just pushing this card alone. He's doing everything alone at this point. Jackson is gonna run into the backline. Gets caught out. attempted stuns from Firecracker and Lino. Actually, real quick, yeah.
Look at how much Shaja has already built to a barrage.
Oh jeez, 94. Everyone's at 10. Wavy's at 70, but like. Good point.
Counter this.
This could be it. Saya hits one good, and the team is dead. Leva gets stunned up on his push. There we go. Papa Smurf will fall to it. They were not expecting it. Fancy Sheep will get team as well. Both tanks down. We have the double hit scan that you said earlier on the side of Fried, but I don't know if it's enough. Anarchy, huge pick to Jackson, but can it do enough? Nano Brig, I hate it. The double hit scan putting in work. Saya playing on the ground here. Lino shuts down too though. Will Ren's Leva, Minipone, and Wavy gets shut down by Epic Shot.
There's the trades coming out for Shook.
We've got an EMP now on the side of Shook. Gonna hope this is big. This can shut down the round. This can end it right here. Never mind, he got punched. Okay.
We can get it off.
Leva gets a return pick onto Lino, but Papa Smurf on this. Winston kind of popping off him. Poppin' Smurf with the Poppin' Smurf. Papa Smurf with the Poppin' plays. Dark Millard alone here. Gonna jump on that Papa Smurf, kind of unaware of the giant monkey on him. Will get killed, and this fight is going on forever. Papa Smurf into the mines though. Will get killed? Very low. Huge EMP. It was a beautiful EMP, but you have no team. They're dead.
Finally hits a good one, but a little bit questionable as it looks like Shook will not be recontesting it. And they look like they will be finally switching Jackson.
Oh yeah. Okay, it wasn't also he could swap. Okay, that's fair. That's completely fair. I was gonna say Jackson couldn't let go of the past. Thought his team was still there with him, but no.
Alrighty.
He ulted, swap to the soldier.
This will be an overtime push as Papa Smurf is alone again.
See? Where's what? Okay, he has the primal. Will go to Jacksonborn. Trying to mess him up. Jacksonborn, a staple player, has been a staple player for the Shook. You know, being shut down this match, being denied on a lot of plays. Leva shield completely broken. Anarchy will follow up on this Tracer now. Stops up the Widow. Minipone able to res though. You know, Shook playing this Mercy comp, they are able to reverse a lot of these major picks that befall them. But Fancy Sheep shuts down Jackson or Saya with a return pick on the Papa Smurf, and with the demon from the Fancy Sheep, it looks like this is the end for Fried's push. Epic Shot kills Lino, and that looks like it's gonna be it.
Alrighty.
Yep.
So honestly, pretty good push for Fried considering how much time they had. This is definitely winnable for Shook.
4-3, switching sides.
And we would like to thank Kintojin for the follow. Sorry if I ditched your pronunciation. I'm trying my best here. But we would like to encourage any newcomers to the stream to drop a follow if you're liking what you're seeing. We will be continuing the rest of our playoffs here at Altitude Esports, trying to crown our Season 2 champion. And we will be seeing probably the last round of Map 4 And it looks like Jackson Bourne is back on the Sombra. Kind of a weird pick, but yeah, you have to be right. This must be Force, honestly. But we'll have to see if he can get some value.
Anarchy on the legs here. I just don't know about the summer pick, man. It's not even his performance over, like, he's not hitting the biggest DMPs or the biggest hacks or anything, but I feel it's more of just Sombra not having a place in current meta and not, you know, having a place amongst these characters. He has a constant threat of being bashed or stunned out, or, you know. I just don't think it's working here. I think it's a bad play from his team.
Stop the payload.
Alrighty, so we will be seeing the attack coming out. Seeing what they can do here.
Time to raise my APM.
I'm a big fan of both these teams, hoping they can make this a bit more competitive.
For sure.
Jackson Bourne underneath here will get stunned out by Lino, but escapes with his life. And this is just free card progress for Shook. No contestation. Saya making so much space for his team. Sorry, I'm saying Saya. It's Sasha.
And Dallas Fried are struggling to contest with the big ante coming out from Dark Millard.
Yeah, break back on the side of Fried. Very interesting. Wavy now instead of Gluttony on this roll. Leva with a questionable dive on a Fancy Sheep decides to leave. But yeah, on the side of ults here. Wait. Oh, Saya will stop. Never mind. Yeah, and again. Hanzo. Oh, again.
Yeah,
sorry.
Honestly, that will be a smart pick. Definitely getting countered way more by the Soldier 76 pick from Anarchy. Finally finding that Pharah counter, and it looks like they're trying to just build up a Nanoblade here, trying to take this fight.
Leva shuts down Anarchy though. Jackson Bourne coming up on the EMP here. High Noon coming up from Lino. Will pop Epic Shock like a balloon, and here we go. We're approaching the last legs of this round. 10 seconds left on the clock. Epic Shock coming up with the ult here. Fancy Sheep gets slept up by Dark Millard. Dark Millard coming up with the nano here. Not gonna use it. Not gonna use it. EMP comes out. It's a massive EMP. Won't trade his life away, but Epic Shock able to follow up with the picks. Wavy Lino both falling, hitting the concrete hard. Anarchy trying to contest this with the visor, the big eyes, you know. Will shut down Saya with the help of Firecracker. Bomb goes straight up into the sky. Hail Mary. Gets Dark Millard.
There it goes.
This is it. Jackson Bourne coming back. He's like, yo, I'm sorry I played Sombra fam. Let me back. But Papa Smurf just punching him in the face with a hammer. I guess that's not punching. But yeah, ball Winston on point. Winston plays off, and that's it.
And we will be seeing, sadly, the San Francisco Shook being eliminated from playoff contention in our losers bracket by the Dallas Fried, 3-1. And we will be seeing the Fried moving on, of course.
Yeah, I'm currently crying tears of blood over this tragic loss of the Shook. Very. Is it visible? Oh, it's gonna look great when I leave my room. Yeah, tragic. We are, losing Shook out of playoffs. 70 enemies hacked, but it was a long series, so gotta wonder how effective these hacks were. Great game overall. Very fun to watch. Very fun to commentate and cast. But don't leave just yet. We are coming out with you. We're coming at you. Sorry, with the another quick analyst desk and MVP of the match on the side of Shook. So yeah, stay tuned.
Alrighty, and I think we will be sending it over to our fantastic analysts now. And Joey and Zesty, take it away, guys.
Thank you, Kyle.
Thank you, Kyle. That was a big upset, I have to say. I was not expecting Fried to be that strong there.
Yes. My predictions were Pog.
You definitely weren't downing it at any point in time.
No, wasn't downing it.
Never.
I really think let's just start off with MVPs. Like, I'm kind of going for Anarchy on Pride right now, but if
Same. It's
yeah.
it's very rough between Anarchy and Luna, because both of them did insanely well. Anarchy cleaned up almost every time
Yeah,
that they really needed it.
I
Both
wouldn't.
their tanks did really well too, though. I do have to say.
Yeah, I wouldn't forget about Toad though, cause his May was like really like good. Like I loved like how he played her aggressively and passively, like getting her walls down and other like things. But yeah,
Absolutely.
I have to go with Anarchy to be my MVP for this.
Same here. Same here. I think that last fight though, those last few fights on that map were very rough. I think that if they played that dive a little more than they did at any other point in time, in this game, I think that they could have easily pulled it off. But they tried to stick with the brawl, wasn't working, and I think that it was really unfortunate that they did.
Yeah, but I mean, both teams played great. Like
Yes,
it was
they
a
did.
fun match to watch, but like Pride basically woke up from map 1 and like
Yep, and they
I
clapped.
want they clapped them.
Yeah. So I guess that's pretty much it. I guess we'll hand it back to our casters now. Take it away, Kyle.
Alrighty, so we will be coming back, and tragedy has struck for our casters' desk, seeing San Francisco Shook eliminated.
I
But,
believed.
yeah, such a good game for Fried, being the underdogs coming out. And I don't know if I can speak for you as well, but I'm gonna have to give the MVP of tonight, the player of the match, to Anarchy, for sure.
You can speak for me 100%. Great gameplay overall. We saw him dominate from map to map to map. Didn't swap to a Sombra pick and, play strangely. Just consistent gameplay on the Widow, on the McCree, everything. So we'll be pulling him in for an interview in just a moment.
Alrighty, Anarchy, you are tonight's player of the match. How you feeling, man?
Oh man, it feels good. It feels good. I'm happy. Oh man.
That's
how are you guys, like, as a team? What did you do to prepare for this game? Like, what did you guys have in mind coming out?
Oh, I don't know. We played scrims. We've been focusing on working on our communication, so our calling was really it was a lot better than usual this game, and I feel that really helped us like get this ready. And we saw they were running Pharaoh a lot, so we switched to both of our hit scan players for that last map.
So the difference from map 1 to 2, you honestly, in map 1, you kind of saw that transition of saw that transition in gameplay from you got full capped on point 1, but point 2 you guys came back. What was the thought process between these changes, map point 1 to point 2 and then map 1 to map 2, 3, 4?
I feel like it was honestly the tank play. I don't feel like I changed too much. I just hugged tanks a bit more, and that's what we did. We recognized that tank wise we weren't sticking together enough, and they were able to get too much value. We weren't I don't know.
Alrighty, so would you like to shout anyone out? Like, say hi to your family. It's a big moment, player of the match.
You're kind of famous now, fam.
Oh shit, man. Poggers. No, I just want to say, like, thanks to the team. We're getting better. I'm really happy with our communication nowadays. That's really all. Hate all my friends and whatnot.
All right.
I don't know.
So great job tonight. Definitely should be proud of you guys. Keep up the good work, and we will be seeing you in the second round of our losers bracket. Good luck, you guys.
Thank you.
Okay, and with that, that is the end of our stream. Thank you so much for tuning in. you can scroll down below and you can vote for your MVP of the season. We have 6 beautiful players there, been performing all season. And yeah, Kyle, you have anything you want to finish us off on?
Yeah, I just like to thank everybody. It's my second cast in 2 days, obviously. But yeah, it's been fun being here with Big Boss. Fantastic analyst desk and great production as always. Like to thank the Shook for playing with us this season. Obviously, hopefully we'll be seeing them back in season 3. Don't get too down on yourselves, guys. You played great, a fantastic run, and I loved what I saw from you guys. And I think I can speak for all of us that we will be signing off for the night. Thank you for tuning in, and stay safe. Have fun.